About to go long NASDAQ here. Looking for higher prices. This is during the 750, 810 macro. This is on our Take Profit Trader eval account. So last night we kind of had like a pump and dump Asia session, but Asia started with a massive dump at what is 8 o'clock, 8:09. Traded down to yesterday's regular trading hours opening range gap high and traded almost back up to where that drop off was, and then we traded down again, hit the regular trading hours open range gap high again, and then traded back up, traded back down to midnight opening price. And my whole thought process was that the damage had been done for now to the downside after Asia and London, and price would want to start to attack some of that buy side liquidity. We had a couple of imbalances on the 1 minute, on the 5 minute as well, on the left side of the curve. And I figured we would want to dig into some of that. So I entered off of we had an inversion fair value gap that formed right prior to macro. And my rule is generally to trade during macro, not before or after. Once in a while I will trade before macro if it's very, very easy to see what's going on, but I just wanted to see how we reacted once we hit that 750 macro. We had that strong displacement up. Price respected that fair value gap, so I entered long. We also have a order block on that 1 minute directly above the bullish fair value gap, so I like that stacked P array. And now we've traded up to the 1 minute CIBI, and I want to see price disrespected and treated as support. I have standard deviations on the chart. I just want to get an idea of where some of that buy side is lined up algorithmically. I have two partials taken off of that first level, and I want to see price attack that. And ultimately my terminus on this trade was relative equal highs that were formed right prior to that 8 o'clock dump off from last night. I like that as a draw. I think that we are going to revisit that at some point. So I like that as a draw. We also have the new day opening gap that's up there as well. So a couple of like stacked areas of interest on this trade. You know, you have that 3 standard deviation up there. You have the new day opening gap up there as well. You have those relative equal highs from Asia. And then all below that, there's just, you see these, what was it? It was this, around that 27065 area, you have smooth highs. To the left of that, you have a massive 1 minute, I believe that's a CIBI. Let me just double check here. No, not a CIBI, but you have a 1 minute bearish fair value gap there. So again, like and there's our first partial there. I love that. Stop move to break even. again, I'm on this trade. I wasn't like expecting to hit all that buy side. I just liked that there was so much buy side, just all in that area. It just looked like a very clean magnet for price. So I'm paid on this position. That's very important. And at this point, I am risk free. My stop is moved a couple of handles above break even to cover costs. And I just want to see if we reach that terminus. We're just chilling now. No need to jam our stop up. I want to see us kind of respect. You'll see me measure this in a second, but here I'm just annotating my terminus, those relative equal eyes from Asia. This is the best part of a trade, bro. When you take your first partial and it's just like, all right, let's just see what happens. It's the best. So moving my stop to underneath that 1 minute SIBI that I'm now treating as an inversion fair value gap. I don't want price to return back below it, so that's my line in the sand. If we move back below that 1 minute SIBI, then I'm not interested in this trade anymore. And there is us tapping that 2.5 standard deviation again, and very close to that next level, the 27.08.425 level. And here I'm measuring a premium wick. So I want to see, ICT likes to say that you want to treat larger wicks as gaps. So I want to treat that almost like I guess he would consider that an inversion wick, because it's a premium wick. So I want to see price stay above its consequent encroachment, and failure to do so would be the first sign for me that okay, being the fact that we didn't take that 27.08.425 level, that's kind of the first sign. Okay, like first strike, price may move against me, but again, I'm cool. I've made my money on this trade. Majority of my position is off, and here I'm annotating a 3 minute BISI. So I was cycling through the 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, and the 3 minute BISI kind of got my attention. So I'm just annotating that. I want price to stay above it, but that down close candle right through it is showing me signs that it doesn't want to, it's not likely to trade back up, but we'll see what happens. Price trading back into that 1 minute inversion fair value gap. I want price here to really, really act as support. I'm also finding a 5 minute order block that I'm annotating. So we have a 5 minute order block, and we have, it's kind of small though, it's a small 5 minute order block, and then we have that 1 minute SIBI. My stop is below the mean threshold of that 5 minute order block, as well as underneath that 1 minute inversion fair value gap. So I'm right here. I really, really need price to dig up. If we could disrespect that down move, I want to treat that almost like a Judas swing. If we could disrespect that and trade to the upper half of that BISI, then I think there's still life to this trade. I also have annotated the 8:30 a.m. News release because that's pretty close. I just want to be mindful of that. And so here we have price refusing to trade above that 3 minute BISI consequent encroachment, and now digging below the lower half of that 1 minute inversion fair value gap. And at this point, I know I'm cooked. So, but it's all good. We made money on that trade, and that's all that matters. On to the next one.